Libra, Libra, Libra. Here we are, Libra. I hope you're doing well. This is G at Allastrology. 2 new beginnings and 1 ending. All right. Okay, 3 cards. Your first card is going to be your new beginning. Second card is your ending, your release, and your completion. Third card is your new beginning. Your first new beginning is in your 12th house, the past, psychology, deep psychology. So it's stuff that can be left over from the past that we don't realize we're carrying. Okay, so it's emotions, it's thoughts, it's just a whole lot of, some might say, baggage. It's deep psychology. It's stuff that we're not even really aware that it's there. The 12th house can also be sleep and dreams. You know, think about that. You go to sleep. Where do you go when you go to sleep? Where does your mind go when you go to sleep? What happens when you sleep? It's a bit of a mystery, right? It's the unknown, right? It's the hidden. That's also the 12th house. So this is a new beginning in that for you. And this has to do with your day-to-day routines, possibly work, possibly health concerns that are a bit of a mystery. Have you ever had anything like that where they're like, yeah, sorry, we don't see, there's nothing wrong with you. The tests come up negative because you got Virgo energy in your 12th house, and Virgo energy is your health. So being in that 12th house energy, it means you're going to have probably small things that are hard to find because that's Virgo. It's like the details. It's really small stuff. It's the minutia. And yeah, science doesn't have the equipment to detect everything. So this is a new beginning in terms of your health. It could be a health routine or a health habit. It could be something that was subconscious that you do that's going to come to your consciousness, like you're going to become aware of it. I will also say that this can be pets because that's also Virgo energy. It's like domestic pets. So something you were not aware of. Right? Something that was somehow just hidden, wasn't within your view, and it all of a sudden will come to the surface. I'm seeing somebody being more physical. So I also am hearing hygiene. It's all about the minutia, the really small stuff. You're going to see stuff that for whatever reason was hidden from you that you didn't see before. Here's your card. This is your card for your new beginning. This is like a new moon energy. We've got the moon and we've got the sun. Moon and the sun. Powerful stuff. Leo energy, Cancer energy. When they come together, they have the ability to make a baby. This is a new beginning. This is showing a relationship energy. Because it's in your 12th house, possibly you're going to be getting some insights of I'm hearing like a workout partner, right? And is there somebody that there's a commitment, you both can like get involved in the activity together? This screams history though, right? This is masculine energy over here, and this is feminine energy. And so there's the masculine and the feminine coming together with this new project. This screams a possibility for something a little bit more though. Right? This card, whenever you combine new moon energy, things happen. And so you're getting a new moon card for new moon energy, literally astrologically. What sort of a new beginning would you like? Are you looking for work? Because that's also that Virgo stuff. Maybe you never had an idea as to exactly what you wanted to do. Maybe something new coming through and involving someone other than you possibly. Okay, there might be a partnership energy or committing to yourself. Partnership to yourself also would work with this. Okay, we move to the middle of the month for you, and we have a release and a closure and an ending. There's a lot of deep stuff here, and it doesn't have to be like past life or intense emotional stuff, but it's simply a release on some of the hidden. I'm seeing like a pair of glasses, so I'll just say the rose-colored glasses. Perceptions, hidden perceptions that have to do with your day-to-day routines, that have to do with your health and your hygiene, that have to do with maybe it's pets, right? Animals. So your job, maybe there's habits or routines or things you do at your job that you just weren't aware of. Or maybe this also could mean possibly there's a task at your job that you no longer are going to be doing. And for some of you, it could literally be releasing a job. Let's flip the card over to see what other information we get. Wow. Alrighty. What an interesting card. First of all, it's upside down. This is Virgo again comes up. So it's the thoughts and the mind, right? And then this is Saturn. Saturn is like time. I'm running out of time. Saturn is like some call the taskmaster. Saturn is the one who establishes the rules and the regulations. Saturn likes to, compartmentalize things. It likes to, it's kind of symbiotic with the Virgo energy because they both are about organizing. Virgo is more of like domestic organization and in the home and the day-to-day routines. Saturn does it more on a large scale, does it more where it's about work and long-term goals. That's why Saturn organizes. It's about professional goals and ambitions, right? And establishing a foundation, but something that's going to last a long, long time. And so we see how time is present here by, that would be, what do they call that? Like the Grim Reaper, which some consider, I don't want to say father time. There's another word it keeps coming and going. I'm just going to let it go. But I'm seeing like a lot of crosses here. So with the crosses, that kind of speaks to religion of some sort. And Saturn would be associated with that, like long-standing structures of a society. Okay. So there's something you're releasing. This looks like a good thing to be releasing something like this because she looks frightened, right? Yeah, she looks frightened. All right. It's as though she got a look. I'm not really sure what she was doing in the cemetery that night by herself or whatever, but it's definitely dark out. And so it looks like she got scared. Ah, that's a skeleton, actually. Yeah, that looks like a skeleton. Again, because Mercury's on the card, skeleton in the closet, something about the past, because the mind is involved. It's the mind. It's understanding how the thinking of the mind affects the physical body. But this is see how she's got on the apron, like as if she, housekeeper or, somebody who is definitely working in the house, right? Cleaning even, absolutely. Cooking, possibly baking. Like, was this person gardening or something? I mean, I'm saying that because, this cemetery with all the crosses and the tombstones, maybe she's a gardener, right? That's also that strong Virgo energy, which is your sixth house, which is what we're referring to here for this release. A routine, some sort of a project, some sort of a thing that you do. And this Saturn card definitely tells us that it's work. All right. It is work. And normally it's work that we get paid for because it's Saturn, but maybe it's simply your thoughts about a job you thought you wanted to do. So this card kind of tells me it's a choice that you're making because that's Mercury, a choice. It says, you know what? I thought I wanted to do this. Like I wanted to do this for the longest time because Saturn is our goals, right? It's our goals. And it's like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. Although this card shows somebody's kind of scared here. So there's a release and a letting go. This person is definitely like walking away. Actually, she looks like she's running away. So you're releasing some sort of a daily routine, and it might have to do with your health. And it might be a choice to let go of a job for the sake of your health even. That is a very good possibility. All right, we go to the end of September and we are looking at a new beginning in your appearance. Your physical body. And I want to make a mention here. When we talk about the physical body, it can be your clothing, it can be your hair, right? It can be like either weight loss or weight gain. For you, there's something about it where it's like a creative and beautiful, peaceful thing because you've got you're the sign of Libra. You're having a new moon and it has to do with your body. I will say here, anytime there's a change on the ascendant, which is what I'm referring to right now, it can change also professionally or in the home, right? Because it's like all energy has an exact opposite to it, right? And so at the opposite of home is work. And this card screams like home and work, right? The domestic side of life, my routines, part of my job. So if we change that, we're definitely going to change how we look. It might be changing our clothing or our location. That's the ascendant. You may be changing your location. So what does that mean? You could just be changing the job. You could be just be moving things around in the house. You could be literally moving house, although this card isn't screaming that. But who knows? You might be married and you got to take into consideration everybody else's energy. Let's pull a card, get more clarity here for you. This is a new beginning. My nails. So you got a new beginning card. It kind of has like a moon and sun vibe to it. It's got the moon down here because that's what a new moon is. It's the sun and the moon together. But this is a new beginning incorporating your past, because this being kind of has a saintly vibe to it. It's got this halo around it, but the halo represents all of its past. It's not just like, oh, it's Saint, whoever, Saint Teresa, and they're perfect, right? Like they can do no wrong. No, this is definitely recognizing the beautiful 360 degrees of our being. We're the salty and the sweet. We're all of that. But the Pisces is like, this is your past life energy coming through. So you've had past lifetimes where, yeah, you've done some not so good and you've done some unbelievably good. Like we all do. We all do. This is a new beginning where you're somehow incorporating the wounds of the past, things that you thought were not so great, right? But there's deep transformation and healing involved in this energy. You see all that? The serpent is all about transformations. It's a rebirthing process, and this is a new moon that I'm referring to astrologically, but it also will incorporate like this divine, angelic, almost saintly type of vibration to it. So will you look like the servant, but now you become like the savior in a way, whether it's to your home or your family or your job? This is one person, one being, with two heads, two minds. Interesting. Two faces, literally powerful, intense emotions. But what does this have to do with a new beginning? Your new beginning tells me that you're doing some transformation. And in this case, like transfiguration. And when I say transfiguration, not only will you be changing internally, but your outward appearance is going to change. Now, does that mean you're going to have two heads? No, I'm not saying that. But there's just something about whether you dress differently, you carry yourself differently, right? Because your emotional world, like there's some peace being made where we recognize we're just human beings after all, right? We're just human beings. And we have to accept, all the degrees of our being. And if there's something we don't like, we change it. But that power is ours. That power is yours, Libra. You're making choices here. You're making changes. You're making choices. And there's no regrets. This is this beautiful new healing and with some divine energy for this new beginning. Enjoy your September, Libra. So below the video, I'll have all the degrees for those of you who like to pay attention to the degrees in your chart. Again, if you don't know and you want to know, just comment below.